What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Douglas M, and today I'll be talking about the Wii U external hard drive issues that some of you might be having. I did have one, but I have a few external hard drives, so I was able to test out a few and you know, come up with some solutions that you guys may or may not know. So if you guys are having a problem with your external hard drive, when you plugged it in, you saw a gray screen and the Wii U wouldn't even load up. It just was gray until you plugged it out. And your external hard drive was powered. Like for instance, I have this Samsung 120 gig external hard drive. It's powered. It works on my TV. It works. I don't even own a plug for it. And it didn't come with a Y cable. It came with a regular USB cable. And it works on my TV, works on my laptop. It worked on everything that I've tried it with without giving me a problem. But with the Wii U, it did. And that's because I guess the Wii U is not supplying enough power to work it. It doesn't have enough, it's not getting enough power to work it, however that is. So what you need is a Y cable. And here's the actual package that I got. It says 3-foot USB Y cable for external hard drive, USB A to Mini B. So that, my input there is just like a PS3 input. So I guess that might be the Mini B, I guess, part. But I have another external hard drive, old one. I probably had this one since 2005. It's a 250 gig hard drive. It has a plug, and I think it's a Seagate, and that worked right away. But I don't think you guys should have any problems with any hard drives with a plug. But I will tell you that there are a lot of powered external hard drives that will work, which you wouldn't even need. When I'm going to show you now, this Y cable thingy. See, this is it uses two of your USBs. This is, I guess this is the power, and then this is the regular USB. So power and regular USB connection is needed, and then the other end would be, I guess, the mini USB right here. But that works for mine. So you with this part for yours, you got to make sure if it's not like a PS3 connection or a Wii U, if it can't fit into your Wii U Pro joystick, then it's not a Mini B. I don't know. You would have to find out what end you would need specifically for your external hard drive. But this is what you need. You need the Y cable if it's not working, because it gives sufficient power to run on the Wii. So I just wanted to, that's the basis of this video, because I know some of you might be having problems with it. Another thing I wanted to touch on before we continue is hard drive space. How much hard drive space do you think you may need? Well, first I want to say that, number one, not all games are eligible to be downloaded to your external hard drive or to your Wii U system. Some games are just retail only, meaning it only can be played through the disc. There's no download available. So if you don't go to the store or get the hard disk, then it sucks for you. And Call of Duty actually is one of those games, which I would have sold my disc just to download it to the game, but oh well, sucks for me. So what I wanted to do too is also just give you a quick demo of that, to just give you a taste of what's available and what's not right now. We're only in about 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks into the system's launch. So, you know, so far what I see is like 90% of the games available, but still not all of them. So let me give you a brief example of what is available. One moment. Let me go into the Wii U store. All right. So we're in the Wii U store, and we're just looking at some games. So right now, where you see purchase there, that's an indicator that it is available to be downloaded. The price is there of the game. So I'm just going to scroll down and show. So like this fishing game, Pro Bass fishing game, is retail only. And scroll down, 007, retail only. Batman, Retail only. Call of Duty, like I said, retail only. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna download Tekken Tag probably tonight. I meant to do it last night. Wow, these games are still taking me a heck of a long time to download. Like, I just do it at night and just go to sleep. But one thing the new update does, which I like, when you're downloading stuff, it disables the cutoff. Like, so if you have your system, if you have, like, the default setting is to shut off after an hour, or even if you change it, I put it for 3 hours, but it just disables that until it's finished downloading. So it will completely, because that was happening. Thank God it didn't crash my system. When I was downloading stuff, well, initially it was taking me like 7 to 9 hours to download stuff, and it would shut off. I'd have to turn it back on and continue downloading, but that's neither here nor there. So let's look at some other ones. So yeah, I purchased Sonic. That's available to be downloaded, but Skylanders is not. And Sing Party I downloaded. So oh, Tank isn't. Transformers Prime isn't. Wipeout 3 isn't. Okay. Zombie U is. Okay. Yeah, I might check out Zombie U. All right. Well, that's I just wanted to give you. That's all the games available right now. And like I said, we're only about 2.5 weeks into it, so I wanted to show you that as well. Let's see here. Okay, and also I want to talk about is storage. Some of you might be thinking, you know, I need a terabyte or 2 terabyte external hard drive to store all of these games. So I want to talk a little bit about that. So first off, we know we don't need a 2 terabyte external hard drive. That's a lot, and these games aren't cheap. They're about, the average cost is $60 for a retail game. So I can't imagine someone downloading more than 30. That's just number one. And the reason why, and actually the reason why I threw out that number 30, I'll come back to it quickly, is because the average game is about 100 megabytes to about 17 gigs. So let's take the highest number, and every game is not 17 gigs. For instance, Super Mario Brothers is 2 gigs. I'll get back to that, but just say 17 gigs. If you took, if you had a 500 gig hard drive, right, and you divide that by 17, that give you roughly about 29, 30 games, and that's 500 gigs. So 2 terabytes, you're looking at what, 90 games or something like that at the highest. And like I said, as you will see, games are not that big. So let me go and let me just show you example of the sizes of games with what I got. I think I only downloaded 2 games anyway. And like I said, I am going to download Tekken Tag. I would download it now if it took normal. If it took like an hour to download, I would download. But I got to use the whole night to freaking download games. I don't understand. But actually, the update has made it a little smoother, so I don't know if it might take normal time, like 2-3 hours now, because they're big games. All right, so yeah, let's go to data management, and we'll go to move and delete. So it shows, see my USB storage to the right. It says, what is it, 216 gigabytes available. Like I said, it was a 250 gig external hard drive. I got hooked up to it, and it has its own power supply, so it was good to go. So as we can, let me zoom in here. So this is what's in my hard drive right now. So you got Sing Party, right? And that's 11 gigabytes. You got Sonic Transform, that's under a gig right there. And then you got Uplay, which is garbage, 12 megabytes. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna delete that because I don't know what the heck that is anyway. But I just wanted to show you briefly what, how it looks in your hard drive, your external hard drive, or whatever, and just to show you, just to tell you. So in my opinion, you could use a minimum of 250 gig external and a maximum of 500, or a gig. Let's say a gig. So a minimum of 250 gig external hard drive or a maximum of 1 gig should be fine. Now some hard drives, that are powered work. I know Western Digital's work. I know there was a guy on YouTube that had a 500 gig Toshiba. He didn't need to use the wire cable. It worked with that. That's a powered external. So, you know, it's just give or take. But, you know, I bought this wire cable off of Newegg, and I'll put the link in the description. I think it's $5 or $6, and it's just good to have this wire cable because you never know. You never know when you may need it. Who knows? A new system may come out and may have the same problem, and I'll be ready to go. So yeah, so that was pretty much the gist of my video today, the purpose of it. So I hope it helped you, and don't freak out. And again, I have the link in the description to the wire cable, and I got it from Newegg.com, so you can get your own, or you can get it on eBay or wherever, or maybe Radio Shack even if you get lucky. So they have wire cables there too. They just didn't have, I think they had this cable at a Radio Shack. The two near me they didn't have, but I think it was one like 30 miles away. I was like, no, it's not that serious, because I had another external hard drive anyway that was a little bigger, because I think 120 gig is not enough. I think it'd be enough for me, because I'm not going to download. And oh, one other thing I wanted to mention to you guys before you go, very important, about downloading games. Now remember, if you're the type of person, I'll hit back. If you're the type of person that sells games, or, you know, bring your games to GameStop, you know, to trade them in and stuff like that. Remember, when you download a game, you don't have that option anymore. It's yours, and it's just yours. You cannot sell it. You cannot do nothing. You're just stuck with it. So if you're not that type of person, that's fine. But I know, because when I first heard that you can do this, I was like, man, I can have all my games, well, not all my games, but all the games available to be downloaded on my hard drive, and I'll have to switch a disc, and that's cool. But just remember, you know, as much as I want Call of Duty on my hard drive, guess what? When the new Call of Duty comes out, I want to sell that bad boy and get a new one. Get the newest Call of Duty. Get, you know, my 20, 30 bucks for it, or 25 bucks, and put that towards the new Call of Duty when it come out next year. Well, if I downloaded it, I don't have that option. So you guys just keep that in mind, because, you know, some of you might go crazy and download everything and then realize next year when a buttload of games come out again, and you're like, man, and they're all $60 each, and you're like, wow, if I had XYZ to trade in, you know, I can do this and that. So just throwing that out there. But anyway, I've talked enough. It's your boy Douglas M. Hit like if you like it. Remember to subscribe, and hit me up with any questions that you may have. And if anything, catch me on the next video. Later.